change that attitude, Jones?
Well, I think a lot of education is needed on that for the Ghanaian to realize that it's time we vote on issues, but not on what we've been told about this man or our personal interest in certain things or our parents' affiliation to this party, because so we also belong to this party. It's time we vote on issues. It's time we analyze the candidates who is so competent, who can lead us. What is in this man that he will, use to help, or what will I gain when I vote for this party or when I vote for this man? So it's time Ghanaians start looking at issues. You start analyzing or based on our analysis on issues other than personal interest, and I think that one will help.
We are discussing politics from the non-political perspective. If you'd like to join us, just dial 0322062207, 0322062207. Join up and tell us what you think. This is 94.3 Focus FM on your community watch. It's approximately 20 minutes to 9. Today is the 21st of July 2010. Again, Parkwasi Indium, that's Dr. Parkwasi Indium, says that he won't be a part of the CPP's activities in 2012 until the measure is secured with the PNC. We've tried to get to the quarters of the PNC to try to find out how they respond to this in respect of the proposal of a measure. As and when we get them, we'll give you details of that on your community watch on Focus 94.3. The future of the MPP after the peace talks. Maybe we should wait for Georgia J to be here to discuss this for us. But the president has called on banks to reduce interest rates as a reflection of the current economic condition. You can tell us what you think of the economic condition now by dialing 0322062207. It's your community watch on Focus 94.3.
Giving you information we judge you need, and also a space for public discussion. Community Watch, only on Focus FM. Community Watch, your community through a whole new perspective. Welcome to
Focus
FM. You want it tomorrow, we made it today.
I just don't grow tired of listening to it.
To
Focus. I love it to max.
So I'm still sticking with Jones and Douglas in here. Let me start from Jones. How or what would be your own assessment of the current economic condition, even before we come to inflation and the possibility of a reduction? Interest rate here.
Well, currently, you can see that prices are still high. Currently, you can see that though inflation is down or inflation has come to a single digit, you can see that prices are still high, and I think the figure has yet not reflected in the market.
Inflation does not mean prices should come down.
By inflation means that a basket of good, right? Yeah. I think at least the basic commodities of good are lower in prices, and it should reflect. Okay, at least let's say the basic needs that people would need. Let's say basic commodities, not so luxurious, but basic commodities that people would need. Okay, they contain the basket of goods that is used to calculate the inflation, and those goods should be lower in price, but we cannot see anything. You see, so I think the figure is yet to reflect in the market. It has not yet reflected.
Okay, what do you think, Douglas?
To me, I think when you say inflation, it's the persistent increase in the prices of goods, like persistency.
Do you have anything to do with economics?
Yeah, a little.
Okay.
That's basically what inflation is. So if inflation is 9.something%, to me, as they usually say, it doesn't mean that prices of goods should come down, but it means since now it is reducing for a period of time, there should be stability, a little stability in the prices of goods. So that right now, should I buy maybe a tube of yam for 9,000 cedis, all other things being equal, for a period of time from now to maybe the end of December, that means the price of jam should not exceed the 9% of the 9,000 at the moment. Okay, let me say 10,000. So 9% of 10,000 will be 100. Will be 1,000. That means for the next period of months.
That's 10% of 10,000 is 1,000.
Is 1,000.
So 9% should be 900.
900. So that then it means that for the coming days or coming months, at least the tuber, that yam or that tuber of yam that I'm buying at the moment for 10,000, it shouldn't exceed 10,900. Doesn't mean that inflation has reduced, so the prices of goods and everything should reduce drastically.
So how well is the economy doing according to your own assessment now?
To me, the problem that I found with the inflation is that though they are saying the inflation is reducing, but prices of goods keep on increasing. It keeps on increasing day in, day out. That's why I doubt the inflation figure. But it doesn't mean that prices should reduce as a whole lot of people are saying. Just that it's reducing at a faster rate than the inflation that we are saying.
Okay. So okay, Jones.
Yeah, as Douglas is saying, you see, in Ghana, the average Ghanaian cannot calculate for 9% of what and 9% of that. But at least there should be, the purchasing power should at least increase, so that if you are having an amount of money, the number of goods you used to buy, at least you should be able to buy more with the same amount of money. Okay. Right? You should be able to buy more, and even some be left for other purposes. Okay, and with that, the average Ghanaian will see that yes, the economy is doing well, but if you say 9% of that 9%, they don't understand the figure. So that's what should happen, okay, to reflect what is happening in the economy.
Then Jones, that's what basically the government is doing, trying for inflation to be reduced, reduction in inflation. They are doing all things possible, and there are a whole lot of ways that inflation can be reduced. Government expenditure, when they cut government expenditure, a whole lot of things. So to me, basically, that's what the government is trying to do, to raise the purchasing power, so that an amount of money can buy the real money. Or when we say we have the nominal value and the real value of money, the real value is the basket of goods that the amount of money can buy. Okay. And the nominal value is the face value. If I'm holding 10,000, it's 10,000, but the real value of the 10,000 is that it will be able to buy maybe a basket of goods.
Okay. So let's get the difference clearly. The nominal value is the value of the money you're holding.
The face value.
In whatever currency it is.
Yeah.
And then the real value is how much you can purchase with that.
With it.
Okay.
The basket of goods that can be purchased with that money. So the government is trying basically for inflation to come down. And as inflation keeps on reducing, that means the real value of the money can go up. Because right now inflation is 9% at the moment, meaning an amount of money, if it's 10,000, or let me say old Ghana cedi, new Ghana cedi, 1 cedi, should be buy an amount of, should be able to buy something more than maybe yesterday when the inflation was up. So I think this is a basic reason that this is a basic problem that we are finding with it. They are saying inflation is reducing, but still the 1 cedi cannot buy goods more than what it was buying yesterday. Do you get me?
Okay.
That's why people are complaining. But the government is trying hard. Should the inflation keep on reducing, that means the real value of money will go up. That's when we become a better economy.
Okay, so as inflation reduces, the real value of the money you hold goes up.
Goes up.
Even though the nominal value may be the same.
It will be the same, because 1 cedi yesterday is the same as 1 cedi today. But the inflation constitutes its real value.
So interest rates, we are told that government has no policy that stringently would force a bank to reduce its interest rate, or banks to reduce interest rates apart from competition. So how can government, after the president calling on that, is that enough? The calling on them to reduce them, is it enough?
Well, after to me, interest rate entails a lot. Okay, it entails a lot. It doesn't depend on only reduction in inflation to reduce interest rates. We can talk about the lending rate at which the Bank of Ghana, okay, is giving money to the banks. Has it reduced? If it has reduced, then that one can also help the banks, okay, to reduce their rates. We can also talk about the demand and supply of money. Okay, are people demanding too much money? Okay, that the demand and supply of money can also determine the interest rate. Okay, so the inflation alone cannot be used as a factor for the bank